This FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Mami Ajua Intriwa a champon. Oh, yeah.
Miss Pachumi,
There be minto kasa ding. Obi akotema international school there and yes, momo you very confident people. Oh, yeah.
Miss Pachumi, yeah.
Aha, where didn't you saying?
Pardon?
You're from Mami Ajua Intriwa. And I will be some padding. How old are you?
I'm 15.
That's all I meant by wedding fear saying.
But I didn't hear the question.
Ain't it a wedding fear saying?
Pachumi, they're 15 years.
Mami, who grade 10 Tema International School?
Pachumi.
Oh, your program, we'll say personal project, MYPIB program. Disability does not mean inability. What exactly is it? Talk to me.
So it's a project that I am working on to spread awareness about physical disabilities. So I want to focus on removing the stigma associated with them. So like how people see them, how they see themselves, and like because of the stigma, it leads them to be treated differently from other people. So I just want them to be able to know that they can do anything that they set their minds to and they are no different from other people.
What motivated you to do this?
I was born with the congenital defect in my left hand. So
when you say congenital defect in your left hand, what exactly do you mean?
So I was born with a hand that like my fingers are not fully formed.
Your fingers aren't fully formed. Yes, is there any particular reason why it turned out that way?
From my research, I found out that blood was not able to flow into my hand, the womb, so that's what caused it. It's not any issue from my mother or anything, it just happened.
So you don't have full use of your left hand?
Yes, but I can use it for some things, but not fully.
So tell me about your project. Disability doesn't mean inability. What are you doing? What are the stuff that you do? I hear you're involved in tennis, swimming, hockey, handball for somebody who has a problem with your hand.
Yes, please.
How are you able to achieve that?
I feel like it does not really, it limits me, but not in a very major way. Because as for swimming, I'm able to use my hands to go, and for hockey, I can still use both hands, if not to grip it as well, but I'm still able to do it, and I feel like it does not stop me from trying new activities and learning new things.
But how about tennis? How about handball?
I can still use my hand for it.
Well, I used to play tennis, so I know that you need both hands. So I'd like to know, how do you manage it? What do you do?
For a stroke like forehand, I can use my right hand to play, and then for backhand too, I can use my right hand to play, but I can use my left hand to support it. So I'm still able to play tennis.
I see. Interesting. Now, do you have, who are you focusing on? Who are you targeting? Who are you sending your message to? How are you doing it? Are you using social media? What are you doing?
So I am mainly focusing on everybody, because not only the physical disability community, because not many people understand what it is, have not been educated on it. So most people don't understand when they see someone who has a physical disability, like how to help the person, what to do for the person, what not to do. So I'm just mainly focusing on everyone, for everyone to have an understanding, so that they can also support the people who have physical disabilities.
At what age did you come to full realization that this was the problem? How old were you?
I think probably when I started school. Because I remember when I started school, I used to hide my hand a lot. And most of I didn't really have friends because I was usually in my corner.
You felt like an outcast?
Yes, I did. Because I didn't want people to know about it. Some people were scared. But as I grew older, people became more accepting of me, and I think I was able to feel more comfortable.
Were you teased? Were you made fun of?
Not exactly. More of people were talking about it, asking very interesting questions, like staring a lot, pointing. So I think that made me feel most uncomfortable.
Did it upset you?
Yes, it did.
Did it annoy you?
Yes, because I felt like I'm also a person, so I deserve to be treated as such. So if you have something to say, like, ask me, not point and stare and talk behind my back.
Did it make you hate yourself?
Yes, because I didn't understand why I was different, why I couldn't be like everyone else when everybody had the chances to do things with both their hands and I have only one.
Were you angry at your parents?
No, because I know it was not their fault. There's nothing they could have done about it.
Were you angry at yourself?
Sometimes.
What did you do when you were in those moments?
I usually cried a lot.
How come you're laughing now?
Because I think I now understand more than I did, and I've come to realize that it's not about the moments you're in. It's like how you go forward, how you move on with life, and what you do going forward.
What made you overcome it? What was it? Did you seek help?
It's still a work in progress.
It's still work in progress. But so what was the motivating factor for you to say, okay, get up, get dressed and show up? No matter what anybody says, I'm here to stay. What was it?
My family and God. Because I know that God loves me for who I am. And he said, come as you are. So that's what I'm going to do.
Do you have siblings?
Yes, please.
Does any of them have any deformity?
No, they don't.
Are they older or younger?
Younger. I'm the oldest.
You are the oldest. How do you relate with your siblings?
I relate to them normally.
And
I don't think there's any major difference between us apart from that. I don't think it hinders how we communicate and how we play and how we move on. So
interesting. Mami Adjoa Intriwa Champong, 15 years old, Tema International School, grade 10. And she says she was born with a defect and disability, if you like. And as far as you're concerned, it should not hinder you or anybody. Do you have any people, have you formed a group, a society or something? Do you have any people like that you're working with?
No, not yet. I haven't.
Do you plan to do anything like that?
Yes, in the future when I organize I can try and see what I can do.
Seto Adi is a project supervisor. Seto, so do you teach kakra? Aha, since me no ne be dia agro. Obi a friend Mami Adjoa in 3 were champa or tebro funko ade. And I want to teach kakra. Also to be di fufu ni banku ni bode banchi bayere. Na munja fried rice bebrebe no. Seto.
Yes.
Enti tell me, adian amoye.
Yeah, personal projects. Eka requirement no ho. Or grade 9 or grade 10 is here. Our year MYP course no. And MYP course, the full one is middle year program. A middle year program no. We start personal projects no from grade 9. And do grade 10 you have a few months to finish the project. And you have to actually have an interest in topic I will research it on. We as supervisors no and you select a topic name.
Okay.
Almost selected topic now. We see how challenging the topic is. We endorse it and they kick the ground running.
Yeah.
It's or choosing a topic, we looked at the topic, we tweaked it, and we started working on it, and that's what we've been working on so far. And she's been so she's been so awesome. She's done her research, and she actually knows what she's about.
Now, iti yabeka say a Tema International School project amoye, and say a your non-individual project amobuano.
A requirement, MYP or MYP, obey personal project in addition to subjects away.
MYP na say anything.
Curriculum na run Waterman International School no enye content based per se. Ye train kola na ade and say they be obetumi related to the world at large. So at the end of the day, no, you don't find a child who be and say, what do you want to be in future? What impact do you want to make in society? So that's the main reason why I run this curriculum this year. I said there be nkolani be we school no on train ma obi manage one nakasa betimi start BB on her own or on his own.
Baba Mianjo, as I sit here, Mommy, me who some you know me who problem here. What is the problem?
They are not the same. So my left hand is smaller than my right hand, and my fingers are not fully formed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if anybody sees you, they'll notice. Say your left hand is smaller, the fingers are not fully formed.
Yes.
But you've risen above it. And that is what you want to share with people.
Yes, please.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I know where you've come from, even though I'm not in your circumstances, but I can understand. So you have a friend in me.
Thank you.
If you want any promotions with your project, if you want to talk about it, if you want anybody to know what you're doing, I'm here. Okay? I wish you the very, very best.
Medasi.
I feel they want to treat. I feel they want to treat. Prof.
Aye.
Bring me 2 minutes. Me fear me call T region.
Me who say ready.
Well, Mami Ajwa, before Prof comes in, the OT regional minister is on the line. His name is Joshua Makubu. He also lost the use of his left leg, and he actually moves about in crutches. But he's the OT regional minister, and as I speak to you, he's doing his PhD as well.
Nice.
So you have good company. In fact, you are in very good company.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet you.